By the way, Justin, a new guy started at my work this week, and he's a big Kraken fan. He wore his Kraken jersey the other night,
Yeah,
so
dude.
I
It's
thought you.
fun. Well, this is one I got as a gift. It's cool. Look at this. Even has my last name on the back.
Oh, that's cool.
And is it number 7 for being like the seventh man?
No, I didn't think about that. I just like the number 7.
I just thought it was 7 because you were the seventh man on the ice. I didn't know if that was like
Was
a
that really
ploy.
logistically a thing? Would that have been a thing?
Yeah, because you have a left winger, right winger, center, two defensemen, and a goalie
You just gotta
on
tell me
ice
how
at all
many
times.
numbers there are. Yeah.
And so there's
6.
6 on the ice. So
Did we just make a trademark for the Kraken? Look at that. We better get our money
hey,
together, boys.
listen,
I mean, yeah, the Seahawks already do that with the 12th man, so
12. That's
easy,
why I
easy
thought it. I
segue.
thought it was. I thought it was an easy segue to the seventh man. Okay, hey,
I
maybe it
love it.
wasn't. Well, on that
Hey,
topic, welcome back to the Three Amigos podcast. That was a beautiful intro, guys. Thanks for leading us there, Justin, on this journey with the Kraken.
that's all
Um,
Chris. But yes, that was all Chris. Look at him
I
trying to already shame you in the beginning, give no fucks about you. This is the start of the podcast.
yeah,
I'm just
That's
kidding.
yeah.
that's just the nature of our relationship.
It's the nature of our
Right.
relationship. We're both bald. One's balder. But
One's much
um
balder.
one's much balder. And I guess we'll just like since we're already starting to talk about the Kraken, we might as well just jump into NHL. Might as well just go there. And how does the city feel, Jay, with the Kraken winning game 1 in OT over the Stars? Is there a lot of
I
talk about the Kraken?
haven't been downtown, but yes, there's everywhere you go, people are wearing their stuff. Like it's really fun to have like all the kind of like community surrounding it. Because being in Arizona, people don't do any of that
No.
shit. Good luck.
The Suns,
Out
Nope.
the
here,
Suns the
it's like
last
a
couple
thing.
years though.
Yeah, that's only because they got good.
Yeah.
That's called fair weather fans. Yeah.
Well, you got to understand that here in Arizona, there's a lot of fair weather, so they're only going to
You're
come
done.
out when the
And
skies are clear.
so and so the Kraken finally look like they're doing something. They defeated the Stanley Cup. What the fuck?
Champions from last
Thank you
year.
so much. That was really
Wow.
hard for me. The Stanley Cup champions from last
Alexism
year.
this early. We just got started, boy.
Oh my gosh, the Stanley Cup champions from last year in the Colorado Avalanche, and sure they were a beat up team, but the Kraken held their own. They took them to a game 7. It was really good. It was really fun.
Well, I like
And
how you
then
said it before the podcast.
when
Like kind of your just thoughts on
oh
it.
yeah, I so
Like what you
oh like the Avalanche, I didn't think we're gonna go very far because they've been such an injury prone team. Like they have their big three have just like not been playing together the whole year. And then going into the playoffs, McCarr gets out because of the hit on McCann's. Like it makes sense that like
Dirty hit.
that dirty hit. It wasn't nice. And then what's it called? Nathan McKinnon has off and on this year because he hasn't been able to play much. He was out for about a month, maybe 5 weeks in the beginning of the season. Then he's been on and off out the season on the ice. So it's like he's a little rusty. But the fact that the Kraken were able to like hone down, head down, win their first game as a super young team, win their first series on the road too, no less. Good for them. Good for them. And then to go into the Dallas Stars, who is not any like pushover team. They're a really good team this year. And then to go in there and win an overtime game, steal one on home on away ice. Good for them, dude. Good for them.
Yeah, it's been fun, man. We won't watch all the games trying to keep up with it. We feel like we're bad juju. You know how you get that sometimes. So it's like almost like I don't want to watch, but we keep up on the score. So it kind of mix of it all. But no, man, it's been fun. I think we're all into it. The city's definitely into it. And it's cool to have some wins.
Yeah.
It's a good team and hopefully another team.
Hopefully they
Those are how the series hope.
yeah, hopefully you I don't know. Actually, I don't know who I'm rooting for. Actually, I'm probably rooting for the Kraken over the Stars. But the Leafs and Panthers is another good series. The Panthers have come to play. They defeated the Boston Bruins, who, Chris, when we went into these playoffs, we had them going the whole way.
It was the easy pick
It
to say
was, it
because of just
was
how much of an ass
dominant.
kicking machine they were for the regular season. They won the President's Cup. Um, like
Well, now that's what 20 since 2012. Every single team that's won the President's Cup has gone out.
right.
I think the
In
Blackhawks are the
fact,
last team to
well,
do it.
actually, it's pretty rare that the team that wins the President's Cup has won the Stanley Cup. The Red Wings have done it. But I mean, it's rare.
The Blackhawks have also done it. So don't get fucking
Yeah, no, I know.
And they're the most recent team to do it. So don't get too high on your horse.
They're literally in the same place as a franchise.
I don't know. I don't know if you watched. I don't know if you watched the last that series at all, but Bertuzzi, the Red Wings were so fucking dumb for giving him up, dude. What a player.
Yeah. His older brother, who also played for the Red Wings, was like my favorite player growing up because he was just a goon. And Tyler Bertuzzi's the same way. I was pissed when they traded him, but I understood it at the same time, they weren't ready to win now. Bertuzzi's in a place to win now. The Bruins were in a place to win now, and the Bruins had future capital to give them. But yeah, no, that sucked.
And then the crazy part. So Jay, hockey, very weird sport. Star players get traded all the time. Don't understand what the point of that is. I don't get it yet. But like star players just like trade. They don't care. Have you noticed that, Chris?
There's an upper echelon.
There's like the LeBrons, but like if you're like a Jimmy B, you're like could get traded tomorrow.
Totally. Sorry, for a second I thought you said Jimmy G, but then I realized you said
Jimmy B.
Yes,
no,
Jimmy Buckets, even at that level, you can get traded.
But I'm talking like Jay, not like trade and then you're gonna be with that team for a while. Like traded, you don't do good for like a year or two, trade again. Like they like don't. There's like no loyalty in the NHL for some reason. Basketball. I have no idea why. Yeah, like basketball, kind of, right? And so, the Calgary Flames had this guy named Kachuk, and he is an absolute. I hate the guy. He's one of those players that you want to play with him, but you hate to play against him. He's a dirty player. He's not dirty. He's just really rough. He's really good.
Some people would say he's dirty.
He is. He had that hit on, I don't remember, and maybe it was Fredrickson. But he had a late hit, a cross-checking hit, very end of the period, underneath the pads, so took the guy out of the game for the rest of the game. In like game 4 or 5 versus the Bruins. But he has 10 assists in the first 8 games of the playoffs, right? He's tied for the most assists ever in playoff NHL hockey. And the Flames gave him up for, I forget who they traded him for, who was the big name on the Panthers last year. I can't remember, but they traded him for, now it's going to bug me. It's like Hermberg or something like that. Yeah, this is where I need McJam at. Where the fuck is he? But they traded him, and he's been an absolute fucking menace. That team, the Panthers team, man, if they don't win it all, I will be sad. I will be sad. They just number 8 seed coming in all the way. Let's do it.
The Panthers have looked fun. Who did you say they traded to? The Calgary or
the Flames? Yeah, Flames. I can't remember.
The Flames have the guy you're looking
for. You were right both ways with that.
What position is he?
He's a center or a winger.
Oh, is he Backlund? Okay, I'm gonna name. I got Backlund, Coleman.
Oh,
Kadri, Lewis, Lindholm.
That was me.
Phillips and Ruzicka.
It might be Lindholm or it might be Herbadua. I can't remember. Let's see.
Dude's
Flames. Yeah, I think it's him. Flames. Yeah, Jonathan. How do you say his name? How do you say his name, dude?
Bro, God bless. Who are you?
That's the problem with hockey.
What? How to say the name? Oh, you're talking about Jonathan Perdua or Dua. I don't know how to fucking say his name. DL. It's French. Okay.
It's
French
Joe.
people are gonna say
if it ends in that IEX. It's
Herberdeau.
It's Huberdeau.
Herberdeau.
Tell me how to say his
Herberdeau?
name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jonathan Herberdeau. So they traded Herberdeau played for the Panthers last year, and they traded Kachuk for him. What a fucking menace. But that's been pretty fun to watch. Canes absolutely destroyed the Devils. That was 6-0, 6-1. Yeah. 6 fucking goals. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, that was insane.
All right.
And then the Knights and the Oilers. The Oilers. What you got?
Me?
Huberdeau.
Thank you fucking so much. I knew it wasn't Herberdeau.
We didn't say it was Herbadoo.
We couldn't wait to
What did you
confirm.
say
We
it
were trying to
was?
figure it out. That's where McJam is
Christopher, what'd you
a
say it was?
necessary
We said
piece of this.
Herbadoo. We got the last part right. Right. We got the first part wrong.
How do you
But
say
then
it
what
again?
you just said was completely
say it?
different.
Huberto.
How do you say it? Huberto. Yeah, of course I knew it the whole time.
But no, okay, just because we didn't get to talk because I was too intense in looking up this man's name. I totally agree about the Panthers series. That one was really fun to watch, and it was always high scoring games, and it like was to the last minute. Watching that overtime score, like it was actually pretty filthy how he did it,
dude,
but it was luck. Like it was straight luck.
It was over the right pad. I think it was over the right pad, fucking in the top netter out. Like it was
he, like hit it. He tried to hit it somewhere else. It bounced back to him. He was just like, "Oh shit!" Boom, boom, and it was like, "Oh,
dude,
fuck."
that was so gnarly." That like, that was a fucking game.
What were you gonna say, Chris?
Christopher's playing pussies over there.
I am. I was just gonna say that when they tied it up late in the third period, it was obvious that they were gonna win because at that point that was just so deflating for the Bruins.
19 seconds or something
momentum,
like that. 19 fucking seconds.
Yeah, that's all I had to hold them.
Yeah, and then they couldn't. So I think, and I want the Leafs to lose so bad. Something about Canadian teams I hate.
It's not that I hate the Canadian teams. It's just that.
But you hate the Leafs because they're original six, blah, 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 all these things. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, say it. Go ahead. Say it.
That's exactly what you were. Wow, I can't believe Chris sounds like that. I understood it all.
Fuck you both. 1, 2, that's actually not what I was going to say. I don't have an issue with the other original 6 teams except for the Blackhawks. So
that's not
you come to that later, but I want to know why.
Yeah, why do you hate the Leafs?
What's your beef?
My beef with the Leafs and the Canadians specifically.
Fuck the Canadians.
Which, yes, you're right. They are both original 6 teams, but that's not why I have disdain for them. It's because they're the only 2 teams that have more cups than the Wings.
Yeah. Well, it sucks that you might not see a cup again in your lifetime, but we're not going to talk about that.
That's not happening. Then... Steve Yzerman is totally turning that team around. But let's move on. This is gonna move on. This is gonna turn into a whole thing.
Gonna turn into a bloodbath, and I don't know if you're ready for that.
But yeah, let's go Panthers. That'd be a fun. You guys talked about how that would be a really interesting final.
Panthers and whoever they play, Kraken, Stars. I honestly think that it's probably going to come down to how fun would it be if it's Kraken night in the West.
In the West, that would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun. 2 teams that have the 2 newest teams in the league. I think combined years like 8, 7 maybe.
7, I think
7. Yeah, like how fun would that be? That both of them are there. But then for the only thing that for the Kraken is like now, like the Knights, you had this expectation that you made it so far year 2. Like, what does the rest of the time look like? And it's like, no, that's a very skewed image of like this team is playing so well because they have no expectations. Like they have no expectations, and every single series they get into, when we played the Avalanche, it was like, oh well, the Avalanche is gonna win. It's the latest Stanley Cup Finals. It's whatever. Like they've got their big 3, they've got their people. Like the Kraken are just gonna lose. Boom, get them out game 7. Go into the Stars, really good team in away ice, and take game 1 in OT. Like, I just really want them to do well.
They won both of the opening games in each of the series.
Yeah,
because they beat the Avalanche at home in the very first game.
Yeah,
it will be fun. I think that is cool. I don't think it's an expectation. I think it just looks like miracles. And sometimes it's like the right people and the right mix. Like I think about that, like how the Cowboys went 13-3 when they just got Dak and Zeke. Like at that point when Tony Romo went down, no one had any expectations for us. But then Dak balled out, and then there became a lot of expectations after
no
that.
pressure.
That's the worst part.
Yep, no pressure. And then they get all this pressure, and now it's like, can they hold up to it? And it's like really hard to. I mean, look at the Penguins.
Yeah. Matty Bernier is how you say it.
Yeah, Bernier.
I'll come with a lot of expectations.
Yeah,
but there's also a lot of players that have been playing really good in the series with the Kraken, and they just started.
Yeah, so hopefully they do well. Like look at the Penguins. They have fucking millions and millions of dollars tied up in 3 old men, and they can't even make the playoffs.
Get angry. All right. Well, what else was there?
There was the Knights Oilers. Knights Oilers is the last series we haven't talked about. The Knights beat them 6-4, high scoring game. McDavid. I really want to see McDavid come out of that because I want to see him at least get one. He's just such a likable guy.
Oh, are you saying
You want
just
them
one
to be
cup?
Yeah, just one cup. I just
Yeah.
want him to get one because he's such a likable guy, and he is like this second coming of like Wayne Gretzky. He's playing for the whatever. It's like this
Right.
whole thing that he's supposed to. Because if you watch him with the puck on the ice, he's fucking fast. He's got amazing handles. It's beautiful thing to watch him play. But like, is he ever
I
gonna
mean,
get?
they
But
almost
then
came back.
they did.
They
They
made
did.
it scary for the Knights.
And what's it called? Part of me thinks that Gretzky had what's his name? What's his fucking name? His like right hand man. And then when he got traded to the Kings, they still won one without him. So it was like, yes, Gretzky is probably the greatest of all time and is the best, but his team around him was so fucking good. Can't remember his
Yeah,
name.
but he was doing most of the heavy lifting. It just so
Yeah,
happened
and
that when he wasn't there, they were still able to get it done.
fucking
But like
good. Yeah.
he's the all-time points leader for a reason.
And he's the
Like
all-time points
he was
leader on assist
tearing it
alone.
up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good though. It was fun. It was
So
fun.
what do you
And
like?
yeah,
Okay, this is super fun because like I know nothing. I know the name Wayne Gretzky. That's all. I
yeah.
know like
Number
quotes by him. I know
99.
how great he is. But like for us, like newer introduced hockey fans, me 100%. What is he? Is he like the
He's
Tom Brady?
Jordan. Yeah,
No.
he's
Oh,
Brady. He's
Jordan.
Jordan. He's the greatest of all time.
But
Now,
essentially
there's
He's
he's
like
other
the super.
greatest of all times, but he's
yes.
the tippy top.
You say
Yeah,
he's
and
not the greatest of all time, or he is?
I
I'm
don't
saying
know if
he is.
anyone. Yeah, I don't know if anyone would even. There are arguments about what do you
There's
have?
Mr. Hockey, Gordie Howe, who you would think I'd be partial to. He's a
Oh
Red
my
Wing, but
gosh.
like I would still say that Gretzky edges him.
Yeah, you got Gordie Howe. You got who's the guy for Boston with the flying goal or whatever? I can't remember his name.
I don't know.
I don't know, but there's a couple. There's a couple.
But
There's a couple.
he's the tippy top, and most people won't argue it.
Yeah,
Because
so he like okay, like at that point, I think Brady is like the GOAT of all time in football. Like no one can really argue this. Can you? Like,
there's
can you?
still
Is there?
haters out there that will, but I would say
Yeah,
no, you can't.
Yeah. So he's like the Brady and stuff. Well, okay, that's cool. I just think for some like newer people, like nice to know.
yeah. I mean,
Was he
like you
fun
have
to
because
watch?
you have like Lemieux from the Penguins.
What? Okay,
Fuck
what era
him.
was he?
Okay,
Fuck him.
don't
He
say fuck
said.
him. Hey,
When was Wayne Gretzky? Like when did he?
I think it
Like
was
80s.
Oh,
well, he
so you
went
guys
from
didn't
like
even play.
80s to 90s, right? He played in the 90s for
Yeah, yeah,
sure.
no, he definitely
With
played
the
in the 90s,
Kings, yeah.
but that's
You
the
definitely don't
90s are where
remember him.
the Red Wings really took off. But like I would say that Gretzky's like prime eras would be the late 80s.
Bobby Orr. Bobby Orr. You never seen like the goal when he's like, they have the statue out in front, and he's like this, and he's like almost like doing the Superman pose. Um, but there are some greats, yeah. But and also like, but also hockey is like weird. One thing I've like found out about hockey is yes, like Wayne Gretzky's the great, but then also like they have like great defensemen and they also have like great goalies.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you
like
have
one
to.
like yeah. Like I mean, yeah,
We
of
gotta
course.
have an elite
But
team to win because Tom Brady still had Randy Moss and all them other people.
He
Randy
didn't win
Moss
with
and Wes
Randy though.
Welker and Julian Edelman and who else did he have?
Sorry,
Just
Somebody.
Rob Gronkowski, Julian
yeah.
Oh,
Edelman.
There you
Robbie.
go.
Yeah, Robbie G.
Yeah, I'm
Robbie
so
G.
sorry. Who else? Who's Lamar Blunt? He or LeGarrette Blunt, right?
Oh,
I
LeGarrette
love
Blunt.
LeGarrette Blunt.
Yeah, that guy's fucking getting blunts and scoring touchdowns. Um, yeah, I don't know if anything else about the hockey world. The hockey world's fun though. It's a lot of fun to watch.
It's
Hockey
been a good
fans are
series.
an interesting bunch. And one thing I will say is basketball and hockey have been really fun to watch for playoffs this year. Been so fucking fun. Good
Want to brag
series.
real quick? You
Go
want to just
ahead.
get it over with? No, go ahead.
About what?
Well, you were right.
About what am
You
I right
called it.
about? What I call?
Yeah, what are you right
Oh, the
about? What are you
Nuggets?
right about? Yeah. See, we didn't
Yeah.
into it. Yeah,
Yeah,
here, give
yeah, yeah.
yourself a minute to glow out so we
All
can get
these
through this.
all these fucking all these fucking Suns fans that are like, oh my gosh, they're gonna be so good. Oh my god. Now they could come back 100%. They might even go 2-0 at home. I just do not think that they are deep enough, have enough like talent in their starting lineup to go a full 7-game series against the Nuggets.
Their bench is really
Very
lacking.
weak. And that's what I'm saying. Like they're not deep enough. Yes.
So they almost need to like split up their starters, except for Chris Paul is now injured again in the playoffs. Yep. So now it's pretty much down to Booker and KD to get it done.
And then who do you see? And then it's like, okay, cool. Hey,
but
Booker.
They have no bench.
Yeah. It's almost like, hey, Booker, you're going to have to play 48 if we're going to win this series. You're already down 2. You're already down 2. Like,
yeah, you basically have to drain them of everything they have.
Yeah. And so,
and you still have a lot more to go after this series.
And like, I really like Monty Williams as a coach. He's been doing good. He's done good for them. He's like really played them well. Like, I think the team has just I don't think it's really been the coach. I think the team has let them down throughout the playoffs, like the last 2 playoffs. I think the team has really just like not made the shots when they had to. But the fact that you're down 2-0 against the Nuggets just look like it might be their year. They've been bust. They've been a bust, but they just look really fucking good right now. They're super healthy. I don't want them to go all the way. Just like I don't know how fun it would be if the Panthers Kraken like had the Stanley Cup, like how much push it would get. Same with the Nuggets. Like the Nuggets are a very small market team.
You want the Nuggets? You be honest. Do you want the Nuggets? Do you want the Warriors again?
I would not want the Lakers. Neither. I want the Nuggets.
Or I want the Nuggets. Like really,
I want the Nuggets. I hate the Lakers.
Those teams, the Nuggets are cool to see because we made fun of them because they're notorious for letting people down. Yeah. But they look hella good this year. They're deep.
Yeah,
like they're a good team.
Deep. They just look good. And then what's it called?
Jamal Murray's prime right now.
Yeah, and he's not hurt.
No, Jamal Murray always is hurt.
Always, he was hurt. The reason that they did so bad last year.
Chris?
What? I'm laughing at you, saying that he's actually not hurt.
Yeah, dude. Well, he always is. Murray is always fucking hurt. He's a cool player, and I forget how long he's in the league, but damn, come crunch time, he's always injured.
Fun update. The Panthers just took a 2-0 lead over on the series on the Leafs. They were down 2-1 in the game, and then in about a minute and a half, they scored 2. And they really held it out for a whole period. And they finally they're still up 2-0. And they were both away.
Toronto, right?
Yeah, I was just about to say those were both in Toronto. That's impressive.
They could sweep. They're your brooms out right now. But I don't know how good that would be. I don't know how good that would be for the team. They need that. Like they are on such a hot streak. Do you
think they need to keep playing?
Yeah. Do you want to sit? Do you want to sit for a week because these other games look like, well, they would play the Canes or the Devils, and the Canes might actually fucking sweep the Devils, so they might just go.
Might just be pretty quick. Anyway.
Yeah, it might just be a pretty quick games anyway. So, but get back to basketball. I don't know. I don't really like anybody out of the West.
I like Curry. It's just I don't really like the rest of the team.
No, I fucking love Steph Curry. If Steph Curry was to get traded, I hate the Warriors now. I think I would do that with any team that wins back to back or whatever, like wins a couple in 5 years.
Right.
Like I like the Chiefs. I used to love the Chiefs. I don't mind Patrick Mahomes. His brother got arrested. Oh no.
Yeah, we can get to that.
Let's get to that.
But I don't like the Chiefs, right? Like I don't
girls gossiping.
Yeah. I don't like the Chiefs, but I don't want them to make the playoffs. Like they're down probably 2-0. I don't even know what the score is right now. The score is
no, they're looking like pretty dominant this game. I'm watching it, keeping up with it.
They're up by 11.
They still have a whole other half, but you'll get to see. Either way, not for sure. I don't want to see Golden State go again. They just won a couple years ago. I'd rather have the Lakers in there playing the Nuggets. That sounds like a more fun series than Golden State beating Nuggets.
I think the Nuggets would be a really good matchup for Golden State.
Yeah, I want to see Golden State and the Nuggets, but I think you guys are right. I think it's better for basketball if the Nuggets make it to the finals out of the West.
Yeah, I think if LeBron makes it again, I might. Actually, you know what I'd want to see? If anything were to come true, I would love to see a Lakers Heats finals and have the Heats win and actually truly like
the Heat.
Like that would
it's not plural Heats.
No, there's no plural Heats. I would love to see the Heats win.
Well,
Hey,
the
man.
Heats could win that for sure, especially if Jimmy Butler comes back and he's healthy.
Jimmy Butler's is one of my favorite players.
But speaking of the Lakers potentially making it or winning it, did you guys see the report that Russell Westbrook and Patrick Beverly want rings if the Lakers win?
What
Dude, you
bitches,
did
bro.
nothing to get that
Literally,
It was
especially if you're Westbrook, you really did nothing to benefit
Oh
that
my God,
team
dude.
except by
Yeah.
getting traded.
To the team in the fucking
And
same
if you're
arena.
someone like Westbrook who's been a superstar your entire career but have never gotten a ring,
Why
you
would
really
you want
want
it like
your
that?
first ring
Yeah.
to be that?
No, I
No.
don't. I mean, he might. I mean, if you're playing, I mean, how many more chances is he really going to get at a ring?
Yeah, but
well. If
are
next
you
year
going to
he goes
walk
to the
around and
Clippers,
say
they
you're a
stay healthy, they
champion?
can do it again.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Justin, would you do that?
No,
You can't
that
do
does
that.
matter. It 100% matters because you weren't on the team that won the championship. You were a part of something in the beginning, but you didn't pull it all the way. And at the same time, when they were both playing, they were not good fits, and the Lakers were not playing good basketball.
No,
The
that
reason the
was when they
Lakers
were
are playing
losing.
basketball right now is because they made trades to get some people like Rui. I was going to say his name short because I don't know how to say it. No, it's not good. You're not. I'm not attacking you. I'm just defending that. That is. I'm with Chris. I'm not a champion by that. Yes, I have a championship ring, but I am not a champion.
I'm with you guys. I was just trying to play devil's advocate and say like, hey, like
Ooh, good. Play it
if
again,
you
motherfucker. I'll tear
are
you down.
if well, I'm just saying if you're in that situation, he's fucking been in the league for it feels like 20 years. I know it's probably only been like 12, but like he feels like he's been in the league forever. Like you don't have very many more chances to go after a ring. Like, are you just gonna retire ringless? You know,
I,
like it's like
I understand what you're saying, but he's in a good situation now because honestly, he did better with the Clippers.
I lost my headphones. What'd you say?
I said, but he's in a better situation now. He,
With the Clippers?
yeah, he started
But how many?
actually
Yeah,
playing
but
well
how
with the
many more years?
Clippers.
How many more years does he have? And
I
Kawhi
get
Leonard
that, but
can't fucking
like,
get off the bench, so it's like,
oh, I know he looks for any excuse not to play basketball.
yeah.
I know
So
he's
it's
got a
like
torn meniscus right now, but just his history.
I don't care. Fucking play. And that's weird. I don't like
That's
him.
rude.
I don't like him.
I know you don't.
But Paul George too. Like I feel bad for him, but like,
Yeah, he's another
what are you gonna
injury
do?
prone.
Yeah, the team's injury prone. And then you add Westbrook, who isn't like he's Westbrook for those 2 years at OKC was like unstoppable. But what we've always found out is LeBron was unstoppable in the playoffs by himself. And then he met the Spurs who play team basketball, and you just like you can't win a championship when you're a one person team.
Nope.
You can't. What?
And the who we found wasn't a one person team that almost came back and won? The Heat.
Oh.
The Heat without
Yeah.
Jimmy B. I thought
Or
they were
they're
going to be
still
done.
good.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be done, but I don't know
Are
if
they
the
up
Knicks
on
are
this
bad.
2-0?
No,
It's
it's
1-1.
1-1.
1-0.
Yeah, they
1-1.
just because they lost. Yeah, they beat them
Yeah,
by
they
just a
lost the
couple
first game.
points.
That's right.
Yeah, but Jimmy B wasn't playing this game. They only lost by I think like 3 points or something like that.
Very
Maybe
close.
more, but it was like they went down to free throws at the end, and so like they were just fouling to try to get like missed free throws or whatever. But that's pretty cool that Jimmy B is like out, but they're still almost winning.
You know, when he'll play these next couple games because he really wants to win. He's a fun
Yeah,
player. I think he's definitely an
I
interesting person, like authentically himself.
I don't care who you are. I
Absolutely.
think that's one of the most likable players in the NBA.
Oh
For
yeah,
sure.
he's funny. He's got a personality, a
His
comeback story of
story,
negative.
fucking his story is insane.
I feel every time
Um,
he does, they post all these same things. And so, like,
always,
I remember
always.
this from 2020 when they made it into the
Mhm,
finals
mhm.
against the Lakers.
Yeah, they need to go back and beat him.
That would be
The
cool.
Lake
The
that would be
Heats.
really sick. The Heats, I fucking love the Heats. And then last but not least, Boston, man. What did with these Boston teams? I can't really get it together.
Just falling apart. Well, they got
Yeah,
it together. The Celtics did at
just
least in game
yeah,
two.
fucking
But
But
that
killed
was
they
them.
did
when
not look
Adam
like
Mitchell was
themselves in
back.
game one.
Yeah, they
No.
did not. The MVP, Joel Embiid, he got it. On that team.
Got it, and then came and lost his first game back.
Yep, good for him. Yeah, I don't really got on that. I think on that one, that was just like that was a weird that the Boston teams have been so up and down now.
I think the Celtics will get it together and close out the 76ers. I just don't.
They have. If
I
they
don't see
can
the
close,
76ers doing anything. They're basically just Harden and Embiid.
I would love to see a
they got like
Celtics.
Tobias Harris and stuff. They got some good players. I'd say that,
but
if they play good basketball, they could beat them. But I think the Celtics like are going to get their shit together and win out.
Oh yeah, because they're a complete team.
They are, and I would love to see a Celtics Heats matchup again.
Yeah,
in the conference finals.
A rematch of a rematch.
Those are too fun. That was last year. It was so fun to watch those games.
And if LeBron makes in the finals, you guys know I'm rooting for LeBron.
I know.
But if not, like those two teams,
fuck LeBron.
Fun teams. Finals.
This is 2/3 of this podcast hates LeBron, so this is a LeBron hate podcast.
Yeah, I'm back to disliking him.
No, it's not. Oh, I know, but it's not. We don't
classify
that just because
2/3. 2/3.
No.
But
that'd be like we are a bald man podcast, but one of us has hair. That's not fair.
We're still 2/3 bald to our bald podcast.
That's discriminating against all our other viewers.
It's called democracy, actually.
Now I'm not one of the three of me bros. I'm the minority in the three of me bros.
Oh my god!
And that is not happening. We are a majority. We are each
a majority
part of this.
Yeah,
one doesn't agree. We all don't agree. It's one all for one and one for all. Don't fucking make
That's
me
the
do
three
this.
Except when it comes to LeBron. Yeah, except for when it comes to fucking LeBron.
Doesn't matter. Anyways,
what kind of cup you drinking out? What kind of cup you drinking out of?
Dude, look at this. So remember my bachelorette party I went
on?
Oh
yeah,
the girls. Look at this. It has my name. Yeah,
that's hilarious.
100%. And dude, I washed my other cup that I really like, and so Buc-ee's, love Buc-ee's. So this is my cup for the day. It has a little straw, reusable. Catches it.
Environmental.
Speaking of environmental, the Bucks fire their coach.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
What a weird fire.
Like it's weird because I don't know if you guys remember, but back the year they beat the Suns, there was talk of them not being to win the finals. There was talk of them not being happy very much with him. And then they won the finals.
Right.
And so that kind of like saved them. And then this year, as soon as they got eliminated in that last game where they didn't call the timeout and he made some questionable matchups, like their fan base was so loud that I was waiting for this news because fans wanted him gone, which is weird.
Go back to the Spurs. I loved him.
What did he even do on the Spurs?
He's an assistant.
Okay. Why doesn't win any I mean,
we won a lot of championships.
But he was there for the majority of it.
Or is that a great question? And like
I don't know. I just know basketball has too many assistants.
Greg Popovich is one of the best coaches.
Greg Popovich is arguably one of the best coaches of all time.
Well, speaking of people who seem to be getting fired, the man who helped me for a short period of time become a LeBron fan appears to have no chance at re-signing with the Memphis Grizzlies. And that is Dylan Brooks.
Bro, everybody was hating on him. They were heating him up.
Funny. Do you think he ruined his career in the NBA?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
We'll see how long term, but he for sure kind of like put a red flag on his head.
The fact that Memphis Grizzlies, okay, the team that has the guy who likes to show guns, and whatever happens, are like, you know what? You talk a little too much trash. We might not re-sign you.
You know what? But I think this is them trying to re-image themselves because this was a really bad year imaging wise.
Yeah, PR wise.
And I think about this too, right? Most big professional teams, they want to relate to good because they want to give their city good, right? And most of the places that are bad are in badder places. And Memphis is a harder place. So why would you want? You want people to idolize people and move forward, just not like
third most dangerous city
and give
in
your
America.
Team as much money as possible.
Yes.
Exactly. Instead, you're just doing arrogant. He was an arrogant player. He had nothing to back up anything he said. He just talk to talk. That's not the image I want to create on my fucking basketball team. That's a bad image.
Good for
his
him.
agent
You know what?
was pissed because the report that came out was, quote, under no circumstances will they resign him. And so his agent tweeted out at Shams, the reporter, the insider who reported that, and like was talking shit about him because obviously he didn't like the wording and the phrasing and all that. But it kind of shows you just how much of a grave Brooks dug himself with that trash talk.
Listen.
And not back. More importantly, though, not backing it up.
Not back it up. Be a dick.
That's fine.
Dick things happen to you.
Live up to it.
Dick things happen to you. Yeah. No, even if you are a dick and you live up to it, dick things happen to you.
Well, I'm saying run your mouth like that, but then go and destroy LeBron. Run your mouth like that and then go put up a ton of points.
Yeah.
Don't run your mouth like that and then struggle.
And get a dick in your mouth because you don't do good. I'm just saying, like
he didn't get a dick in his mouth. He got a dick in his hand because he reached out and literally slapped LeBron in the crotch.
Yeah. So, listen, man. He didn't make me a LeBron liker because I still hate LeBron, but he. We'll move on.
To make that very clear, and I'm gonna let you help you get through your thoughts because it's all you could think about. Yes, 100%. That doesn't make us like him anymore, right? He's just a bad guy.
Yeah, we all hate LeBron in this podcast.
More attention because Dylan Brooks, you are not worth my time next year when you're playing on a Chinese basketball league.
Whoa, Chinese.
So, it could be so you don't even think he'll get. See, my worry, and I don't think they'll do this, but I'm like, please do not end up on the Pistons.
Oh, dude, bad boy Pistons. I do not want.
Yeah, he's not the right bad boy. Yeah, he's a poser.
Not the right bad boys. We want bad boys like that steal ladies and we want bad boys that touch other guys' cocks.
We can change him.
Bro, we can change him. We can change him.
Guys are so
I'm with Justin. I don't care to see him next year.
Thank you for saving my bad transition. I'm gonna still do it because it's still kind of funny. Speaking about touching cocks, Jackson Mahomes.
Oh my god,
he wasn't touching cocks. Did you see the video?
No,
it looks a little disturbing.
He's got his hand around this woman's throat, forcing.
It's like this, and then he's like has her tongue, like her neck's like this, and he's like over top of her, forcing his tongue down her like throat. It's really fucking weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's apparently a restaurant. What's up?
At this point, if you're a Mahomes family, do you just cut ties?
Yeah.
Cut him.
It would be hard. Not to.
You tell him he has what's his name?
Jackson.
Patrick. You tell him his name is Jackson Holmes now. You drop the his name is Jackson Holmes.
Drop the We're taking it to the court. You're filling out the paperwork. It's just
fucking getting your Holmes. Yep, get the fuck out of here. Like what the fuck?
That is a really bad look. Like it's especially because it was caught on camera.
Oh my gosh, dude! Like
it's fucking right there.
And that's bad.
Yeah, if you're Patrick Mahomes, it's not good. And it literally came out the same day that it was announced that Patrick Mahomes was a part of the Capital One the match for this summer. You know how they do that with the celebrity athletes. It's a lot of the time it's Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, guys
what is
like
it
that.
For?
It's a golf thing they do in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah.
This year it's Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce versus Curry and Clay.
Oh, that should be fun.
So literally that was announced the same morning that this Jackson Mahomes news broke.
What do you do in this scenario where it's like this is obviously family?
Mm-hmm.
Don't really like the kid. You gotta feel. I always kind of feel bad for kids when they're in the limelight so young. They don't know really what they're doing. Right? Obviously, it's bad. You can't do that. It's not about that's not what I'm talking about. But just like when you're thrown into the limelight so young, you just have this belief in your head that you can get away with anything because you've been put into that limelight, right?
But he threw himself into it.
Oh, 100% he did, but
by being annoying on TikTok.
He didn't.
I watched the video.
But he has a last name of Mahomes,
Right, but
he's not famous because of him.
Do you know how many people have the last name of Brady that are related to him, but they're not using him to get internet clout?
I'm not saying, but when you are a 15-year-old kid, when your
He's
brother
not
gets
15.
drafted, and the only okay when he fucking got drafted, I said, did I say
Okay.
right now? No,
I think he
he
was
got
like
drafted.
17.
Hold
Still
on.
okay, very young. I'll give you that.
Okay,
Very young.
when you're a 17-year-old kid and your brother gets drafted to the NFL, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere he becomes this mega superstar because of how well he is at how good he is at it. You have this 17-year-old kid who hasn't fully developed his brain. I want to be a star. He seems like a kid that wants to be a fucking star. So I'm gonna do anything I can to be a star. Right. So you get this clouded image in your head. You just almost feel bad for the maybe not so much him because he kind of did to himself, but these kids that like grow up in these lives and you're like, what the fuck? Like, you don't even know what's real and what's not real.
I understand what you're
Doesn't
saying,
excuse
and I agree
anything.
to an extent, but I think at the end of the day, you should not be a piece of shit, no matter how well known you think you are. There's certain things
Yeah.
you can't cross. Like,
Take after Keanu Reeves.
great dude.
Great dude. Fucking humble human. Probably
Random
worth
guy for you
more
to point
than
to, but great example.
whenever I think of like a very good person in like the acting or like the Hollywood world, I always think of Keanu Reeves just because of
Yeah.
how like you always hear good stories about him. I've never heard bad PR about Keanu Reeves.
Well, since you guys rambled on forever, I did watch the video. Really gross.
Really fucking
Those
gross.
things are so touchy, man. Like, because like I don't know. It's a little bit of both. Like he shouldn't have done that. And like if he's grabbing her throat being played, who is she to him?
She's a
Nobody,
restaurant
a
owner.
restaurant worker.
No, nobody. She owns the restaurant that I think that took place at. And then he apparently also assaulted a member of the
Waitress or
wait
something.
staff. I think he
Yeah.
pushed somebody like into a table.
And so it's just like
You can tell she looks
this.
super uncomfortable. Like I would only imagine what you could do in that position. Like you can tell she's like a little bit.
She's like
And
a
I just
40-year-old
hope,
restaurant owner, and he's like 22.
yeah, I just hope that his name doesn't get him off this thing. But he's hated enough that I don't know.
I hate him. He's so annoying. But anyway,
Yeah, I don't think
He
I don't
won't
think
be at any
and
NFL games this year.
and he will like
Maybe at the end.
he will be off TikTok.
You think?
you think he's banned at a certain point?
If well, my thing is not. I don't know
You
about
think
the
he
band
just
part.
avoids it? You think he hides?
I just think that Mahomes tells him, "Hey, brother, you want this or not? Like, do you want to be part of our life or no? Because if you do, this is what you got to do. And if
You
you
want
don't,
money or no?
have a good life." Literally, like, because I mean, what sucks is he's made enough.
If
But
you
now who's going to work with him? Who's going to work with him now?
okay, Chris, Alex, you can't understand this because you don't have any like direct siblings.
Nah, I
But
don't.
Chris, if if you got really rich or one of your brothers got really rich, at a certain point when you just feel like they would either if you were doing dumb shit, they should just like they'll just cut you off. Like there's no ties, like whatever, peace. Like
Yeah, I mean,
or do you actually think you would take time to try and like save them? Because I feel like he's abusing. He was like, "We'll get money." Most of those people who get money don't want to share like that.
right?
And why would a brother like my brother expected me to have money, like give him money? I'd be like, "Dude, get your own."
I
I'd
just
help
said
you,
that
but I
because
wouldn't.
there's a lot of jokes of that. I don't know
They're
if
rich
that's
in
the
general because
relationship.
of Mahomes.
Yeah,
They're always been rich. His dad was an athlete and made money, and then Mahomes now has
yeah.
money.
I
Like they
mean,
have
Patrick
money come.
Mahomes grew up knowing Alex Rodriguez. Like they didn't grow up
Yeah,
poor.
So he's just been fucking. But then how? I guess
really
one
rich kid.
is a good football player and one is just a spoiled fucking brat.
Well, the Jackson, I guess, used to play basketball. I don't know
Yeah,
what
he's
happened
tall as
with that.
shit.
Yeah,
He is
so
tall as shit.
maybe damn it, McJam, not being here, we could learn exactly what happened to his basketball career, why that didn't go anywhere, because he was apparently supposed to be
Yeah,
pretty good. Um,
really.
yeah,
He's tall as shit. He's
yeah.
lengthy, motherfucker. I don't know how he's not gay.
He does come across that way, but clearly from the
He
video.
does. No, and he's like he tells everybody all the time he's not, but like he comes across as like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Sure.
I don't know, man. It's just
I
it just
agree.
like
I
it
don't
just
know what they mean, but sure.
you
Spreading
never
all
watch
this gay hate. Okay.
No,
It's not
He's
whoa,
gay.
hate.
I know
whoa, whoa,
he's
whoa,
gay.
whoa,
It's
whoa,
just
whoa, whoa,
guessing.
whoa,
He has
whoa.
a face
It's
that's
just
gay.
guessing.
No, I'm just
There's no
kidding.
hate. No hate. Whoa, none of that. I'm just saying there's no way. Like to me, it's like, what the fuck? Like, how? But
How is he not?
he needs to
Keep up
It's
yourself.
not
Keep
hate.
taking
It's
your
just
own.
like, what the fuck?
not about that, about him fucking sexually assaulting somebody, motherfuckers. I understand how it looks.
Hey, we're just
sounds.
backing you in a corner. How about this? We'll just stop because, hey, buddy, we love you. We know you don't hate gay. We know that. I know
I
you're
love the
very, very
gays.
cool. So shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up and let's get do this. Let me transition so we can move on this. Okay.
I'll transition.
Now we're
Chris,
going
turn
in.
a fucking light on.
No.
Yeah, dude. You're always
Okay.
why even a dungeon, bro?
Well,
Always.
He's
the sun is
playing his
setting.
mind. This is why Chris is the evilest of a group.
You
He's
look
not
like
only a
fucking,
ginger, so he
now
already thinks diabolical. He has no
it's May the
soul.
4th. It's May the 4th, and he has the little red fucking microphone, and it's like,
Lightsaber.
yeah, the red lightsaber. It's fucking, I swear, bro. Oh my gosh, thankfully we can see him.
Yes, you can
You see
thank
his little
Sydney.
finger. His little finger.
Yeah, his little finger, and then going, hey wife, turn the fucking light on. That's what he
Hey,
said.
my pregnant wife, get your ass up.
You
and turn
can
on
rewind
this
the tape,
light.
read my lips. I didn't say, hey, fucking wife, can you turn the light on?
You said, hey pregnant wife, get your ass
No.
off the couch and go turn the light on.
No. If you read my lips, I said, hey, you look great. Will you please turn this other set of lights on?
Yeah, hey, you look great.
Hey, let me hit you with this compliment so you'll do what I ask.
Hey, my
No.
beautiful,
Let me manipulate
my
you.
beautiful pregnant wife who's carrying my child. I love you so much. Can you turn the light on, please? Pretty, please. Pretty.
I know you look relaxed over there, just chilling on the
Transition.
couch, but
Transition.
I'm busy.
No, she wasn't on the couch. She was already standing up.
What's even
I
worse?
did-
She wasn't on the couch. She was actually laying in bed.
She was not laying in bed. If she was laying in bed, I would have gotten up and
In
done
the
it
bath.
myself.
Something
No,
just
she's in the fucking bath.
I'm dead.
She was outside.
She was outside doing yard work, and I made her come in, turn the light on, so she'd go back and do more yard work.
That's right.
Oh man, well, what a great
Chris,
little
we
time.
actually know you love your wife. It's so very deep.
We know that you love her more than life itself.
You know what? But I guess I really want to give you a chance to talk. And I think since we're already on football, it only makes sense to talk about our draft. And well, Alex, the Cowboys. We can talk all about them, but I think Chris is going to have more knowledge about who the Cowboys drafted based off half of them were Michigan people.
I also think that.
He's got no points. He has no obligation. He has to like the Cowboys.
He has to.
I have to like parts of the Cowboys.
Yeah, you got to like part of the Cowboys. It's like,
yeah, no, when you guys drafted Mozzie Smith, I was like, motherfucker, because like he was the guy who I was kind of hoping like maybe Michigan would get him, or maybe the Lions would get him in the second round or something. What did he go? 26th to you guys?
Yeah, sure.
Something like that. No, great player. I was obviously pissed. He was a lot of fun to watch at Michigan. And I texted you and I texted Nick the same thing. And that is, I'm so sick. The Cowboys
27.
I was close. So sick of the Cowboys drafting Wolverines. And then the next day I get a text from Nick sending me a picture of his TV when they had just drafted Shoemaker.
Fucking Schooner, dude.
Schooner. That's his new
fucking
name now. Schooner. Who is fucking a great tight end. Pretty good. I mean, as far as those two picks go for your boys, great picks. I'm pretty sick that they're on the Cowboys, but I will root for them. I will root for their success. So you know, Justin, whether the defense is out there or the offense is out there, there's part of that package
for one player
that I'm rooting for. That's right.
So, Mozzie Smith, great player, good pickup. What do you think? We need. I saw someone say some really great things about. We were one of the worst in run stopping, and we really needed someone on that front to be able to be that person.
He's your man.
Person?
He's great.
That's a big boy, 323 pounds. Holy crap.
Part part of his issue as to why he didn't get drafted
he's trash.
higher, no, is he got a gun charge this past year.
we like
they loved
yeah,
they
perfect for the
those
Cowboys. It wasn't anything bad. It was more negligence and stupidity of technically concealing a weapon in his car when he didn't have a license to conceal, which I'm not sure if that's a thing in Texas. I know it's not here in Arizona. So
It's not.
So
They
there
can
you
do
go.
whatever they
You're
want
not
out
going to
there.
have to worry about him making that mistake down
Yeah,
there.
he's good.
Jerry's like,
He's-
what? He had a gun? All right.
Let him on in.
Jerry's like, does he need one when he gets drafted? Like, we can get you some.
We can put a holster under his jersey.
Get his own gun.
We can get him his own gun. Yo, how I know you sent the meme of them looking like they were like in the fucking Death Star.
Oh yeah, their draft room was intense.
Their draft room was fucking nice. Everyone else's. You know what cracked me up? Still cracks me up. Every team, dressed up, shirts tucked in, whatever. You got motherfucking Andy Reid in the red Hawaiian still.
That's like one of his signature looks.
Fuck? No, I understand, but like, couldn't put on some pants.
Hey, when you win the Super Bowl, you don't have to put on pants.
I guess
you
you're
just
right.
have to talk. I know you're trying to back away from it because I wanted to be able to speak on it. We have more people to talk about on the Cowboys. First off, that's what happens when you have money, baby. Being a high value franchise, you get cool things like that. And secondly, when
like guns,
they have invest. No, motherfucker, our war room.
Oh,
our war room, our fucking
war
practice
room
facility. It makes you want to like the Cowboys more because they're willing to put money into them.
It makes you
they
want
put a
to
ton of money into
their
team for sure. Yeah, if you're a player,
like,
that's a hot destination just simply from the fact of how you're treated.
No, listen, I would love to be a Cowboy. The lineage of what a Cowboy is, like that kind of stuff. Hate their team, and I would love to just talk to Jerry.
Well, that's like the other thing too, is like you get two different folds of it, right? When you come to the Cowboys, you get this like lovely, rich lifestyle, but there's so much tradition in being a Steeler. You don't get those types of luxuries, I think, but like to be a Steeler is an honor.
You get to work with Mikey T.
We'd have to check the Steelers report card to see what their facilities graded by the players and all that.
But like they got a good coach who's a player's coach, things like that. But yeah, no, being a Cowboy, like there's like a bouginess level of it. You're just high end. Like that's why they hate us too, is because we're rich. Roll up the floor, hate the rich, man.
Well, then sticking with the Cowboys, Justin, how do you feel overall about their draft?
Actually pretty good. I thought it hit a lot of needs that we absolutely needed. I had them pulled up on my phone, so let me check them out. I thought it hit a lot of needs that we actually had. Like it was good. Because we lost Dalton Schultz, but we still have a couple good players. Like really. If I watched my Cypress Falls this podcast that one of the guys is a Cowboys fan, and that's where I got that run stopping thing from, because he just highlighted that that's where we struggled the most, and I was like, damn, we did, like, and we needed someone else because we have both ends covered with the Marcus Lawrence and Michael Parsons, but that middle was like what was hurting. We had a couple good people like Armstrong, I believe is his name, and he's still with us. It would just add to that, and that dude was beefy, bro. He looked like his neck. It's fucking thick, bro. Those are the kind of players you want down there in the trees. You know what I mean?
So I have bad news report. We were 22nd in team facilities report card. We were not great.
And the Cowboys, I'm assuming, were 1 in facilities.
Maybe 2. I don't know who they'd be behind, but yeah, 1.
And the Overshown linebacker from Texas, I actually have watched him play, and he's fun, and he's fast, and he's physical, and that's a really good spot because we have like we just signed a couple of our linebackers to a 1-year deal, and this could be an easy like just transition. And to throw a player like that in a Dan Quinn offense, which Dan Quinn is like such a heavy heater. He's going to blitz most of the time. He's blitzing either from the safeties, the corners, or the linebackers. Like you're going to get everything. So we need players that are able to like hustle, like run, be fast, you could make those plays. But the rest of them I didn't really know. I think some line helps, maybe something at corner. Like it was cool to watch what's his fucking bucket, Deuce Vaughn be drafted by his dad.
That was really cool.
A good little back.
That was cool. Super cool.
Yeah,
that was fun. That was Rosie doesn't even get an football TikToks, but she got those. That's how cool it was.
Yeah,
that was like a steps outside of football. Shows you what it's like all about. Like you do this thing for years, and
Well, it's also kind of cool to think like one, if he's fallen that part, like for Jerry to be like, yeah, let's do it. Like that's cool.
And then for him to be able to call his kid, like that's the coolest
Right.
part. That's cool.
It was.
How
So what a
And
cool
he's actually good. Like,
he's a good
look
kid.
out for him to do a good job. But assuming either backing up or sharing loads with Tony Pollard.
This is
100%.
what cracks me
This is
up.
just
Oh, go ahead.
real quick. This is a thing from 2020 to 2022. He has the most yards per scrimmage, and that's with like rushing and receiving yards.
Nice. Yeah.
And that's
Let's
like
go, dude.
ahead of John Robinson, and then I don't know the rest of these players.
What's it called? So you know what cracks me up though, still to this day.
What's up?
You're picked, I don't know, 29th overall, okay?
Okay.
I love still to this day that it's like so Miles Murphy was picked 29th overall, okay? Miles Murphy, hey, this is the GM of the fucking Bengals, don't know who he is. He goes, "You ready to come play with us?" "Yes, sir." 28 other mistakes were taken before me. You guys got the best person on the team. And it's like, what? Why? How come every time?
It's like a cliche, cocky thing to say.
It's so cliche. I'm like,
who said it this year?
Who was it? It was who was? Oh, Will Levis.
Will Levis said that. Yeah. He looked bitter as shit. I felt bad for him.
I feel bad for him. Go to the fucking draft. You already committed to day one.
Oh yeah, like you should have just
go to day two. Just go.
Yep, I agree.
Get it over with. It's one more day that you have.
And he was drafted You're gonna go quickly in it too. Like
he was fucking drafted.
He wouldn't have been
third?
Sitting there.
Third.
Second. He was second in the second round.
Second in the second round. You were off the board. I had so much respect for the kid that went to, I can't remember where it was. But he stayed to like one of the later picks in the second round.
Hold on. You never know everybody's own perspective. And if you guys were given all this hype that you were going, like, there was like a 0.001% he wasn't going to be drafted in the first round. It was like like that wasn't supposed to happen. Would you not be frustrated?
I would be frustrated, but I would still go back.
Okay, but you don't know because you weren't in that emotional decision to make. So you're hyping on this guy, but you are not in the same shoe.
But your people around you
100%
need to send you back. Your parents need to send
Why
you
wouldn't
back.
you?
Like,
I mean, to me, I just would like to go up on stage.
Yeah.
And do the whole thing with the jersey and Goodell and all that.
It was hella
I just
funny.
want to do that.
It was hella funny to see Amon-Ra go, "Oh, this is nice. That's what it's like to be up here." When he said the pick for the Lions.
Well, because he wasn't a top pick.
But if he also comes from money, he probably doesn't give a shit.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? A lot of the players
doesn't.
that do probably don't come from anything, right? I mean, when you're taking home that hot ass girlfriend, it's probably pretty okay.
Just staying at home, waiting for your phone call.
Yeah. But
everybody was hyping on this girl, BT Dubs.
Yeah,
all over.
It was hella funny. It was like that was so fucking funny. But I mean, like,
out. His sister wasn't half bad either.
Damn, you're getting after it, dude.
The blonde chick came in.
Yeah, it was just funny that like they kept showing the girls he was with and not really him. That was the funny part.
Because he looked miserable.
He looked fucking miserable.
But drafted by your Tennessee Titans over there in Nashville, Malik Lewis isn't the man.
Malik Willis is fucking trash. And I told everybody Malik Willis was trash off of one highlight tape. You can't go anywhere. But guess what they did again? Fucking draft the same guy, just fucking different round.
Oh, same guy in Will Levis?
Yeah. It's just another.
Yeah, I don't think Will Levis is going to live up to much in the league.
Big body, like quarterback who's got a strong arm. Okay, that's fucking what Malik Willis is. Big body quarterback, got a strong arm. Malik Willis is a little bit more mobile.
I didn't think he had that much strong arm, to be honest with you.
Malik?
He didn't look. I mean, like he may throw the deep.
He just has a strong. Like that's one of the things that was like coming out of the draft is he has a strong arm.
So, you think Tannehill plays all season long if healthy?
I think that the Titans fucking bomb their fucking stadium, so they don't have to play this year because they don't know what they're gonna do.
No, yeah,
they're not that bad.
This is to be where they're not going to be that good.
They're not good, dude. Like they are not going to be good. They're not. Their offensive line is atrocious. Their quarterback situation doesn't know what's going on. Their fucking coach is on the hot seat.
No. Is okay. Well, you're there. You're boots on the ground in Nashville. Are people questioning Vrabel? How?
People are questioning Vrabel. People are questioning. They've had rumors of trading Henry.
They should.
Yeah, that's fine. Rumors of trading Henry. Okay, understandable.
But the thing,
question mark over Tannehill. Very understandable. But Vrabel?
Oh, I think it's just the natural order of. Listen, I don't really care about.
There's so many other people to be mad at.
The Titans fucking suck.
Be mad at the GM that you got fired.
The GM that fucking got fired.
Got rid of AJ Brown.
Yeah, but you get rid of AJ Brown
and wasn't a good drafter.
I understand you thinking about getting rid of Henry. Like your fucking quarterback was a top tier backup. They're in a something situation.
Now you're going to get something from him.
They're a little too good to be rebuilding. They're a little too good to be rebuilding. They're a little too good.
They have nobody on the offense. They literally have Derrick Henry.
Yeah, and Will Levis.
Anybody else that they have?
Will Levis and okay. Burke
just said their offensive line was atrocious. They have
their offensive line is bad.
They look like the Baltimore Ravens.
Whoa! Burke isn't that bad. He's not great, but he's not that bad. Don't put him in here. He has nothing to do.
Don't put him in.
What if you had to put him at a 1, 2, or 3? Where is he at on your scale? He's not a number 1.
He's
maybe a number 2, number 3 for sure.
He's a number 2 for sure. He's a number 2. Oh my God! Don't talk to me about the fucking Cowboys. I can't.
Would he beat on
yes,
the Steelers?
He would beat on the Steelers. The Steelers fucking suck with wide receivers. They got one good receiver.
Pickens, and who else? You just
who else we got? Who else we got?
You just drafted that guy. Who is he?
Where's he from? I don't even know who the fuck we drafted. Who the fuck did we draft? I even saw like the first 3 rounds. I didn't even see. We drafted a wide receiver.
You did draft a wide receiver. Pretty sure.
All I know is we drafted hella defense.
Well,
like always. Yeah, like always, we drafted hella defense.
Well, good. That's
you should have drafted. I think you got a tackle too.
We got a tackle for pick
good.
14.
Yeah,
you didn't get
maybe.
I was about to say. I don't remember. Like we got hella defense. We did not draft. I don't think we drafted a receiver.
Really?
You got hella defense.
I thought you took a Michigan State wide receiver, but I guess not.
No, we got.
It may have been Minnesota.
Oh, we took a Georgia tight end. That's right. So we got a tackle, a tight end, and then we got Washington? 2 cornerbacks.
That 0? Oh, he's a man, bro. He went that late.
Yeah. Darnell Washington, that big motherfucker from Georgia, who pushed the little thing awesome. So far. Yeah, big guy. Yeah, no. Firemouth. No, don't fucking try to Firemouth me, okay?
But you got him 3rd round. That's nice.
Yeah, it's decent. I still think that okay. So you have Deontay Johnson, who is technically our number 1. He's paid like our number 1, so you have to just like whatever. He's our number 1. He didn't catch a touchdown last year.
He's overrated.
Yeah.
Pickens.
Yeah.
Continue.
Pickens. I don't even know who the fuck else we have as a wide receiver right now.
That's it. But he's his 3rd.
We have
you would still put Burke at
Alvawaski.
This whole conversation started with the fact that you hyped up. You downgraded the Titans, then came back on your word, and then we're proving to you that they are really shitty. And then we got distracted by.
We have Allen Robinson the 2nd. That's right,
Chris.
Oh, you did get Allen Robinson.
Burke make it in any of the top? Does Burke make it into any of your top 3 wide receiver spots?
No,
not on the Lions. The Lions are fucking stacked at wide receiver.
Then how are you telling me that Burke is a good receiver on the time?
He's a rookie. He's a rookie. All I said was don't bring his name into this. He didn't do anything. He's a rookie. He's a 2nd year. You get me?
You did not say, Chris.
I literally said don't bring his name into this. He didn't really do anything.
I think you called him a 2.
I call him a 2 yes. On the Titans.
I called him a 2
on the Titans.
He's cornered. This is Alex cornered. I can tell.
He's
That's
a
just
two
his
he's
tail's
a
tucked between his legs. He knows he was wrong. He
no
can't
no
admit
no no no.
it.
Hold on. Let me see that depth chart real quick.
Anyways,
Let me see.
no, I don't think Vabral. And this is also started because we were talking about Vabral being in the hot seat again,
which he shouldn't be. He just got into this is unrelated to his coaching, but he just got inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame.
No one cares about the Patriots. They're trash team. I hate them. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. Burks didn't really do that well last year.
Hey, Alex, it's all good. I love you. I know you're trying to do this, but at the end of the day, I think the Titans are in a different position.
The
but
Titans
we talked
are
about
trash.
Cowboys drafts, but we're not here into the most exciting. Because we did pretty good, I think. But Alex, you were so pumped with your draft results. And Chris, I don't know about you, but I was happy with your line pick.
Super
I
happy.
hope you are too. A running back was questionable, but where would you guys like to start? Who would like to
go
first? Actually, I think Chris should start because Alex has talked a lot.
I have a lot.
This is a great therapy session. I love you for that. No, I'm actually super happy with the Lions draft. And yes, at first when they drafted Gibbs, 12th overall after when they traded back with the Cardinals, I thought for sure that the rumor of them trading for D-Hop and Buda Baker was also going to happen. That didn't happen. That was disappointing. But I was like, okay, what are we going to do
really get that much
at 12? No, they only got picks. Because at that point I was already disappointed that we didn't get Will Anderson.
That was a gnarly move by them.
But I also didn't want them to get I didn't want them to get a corner at 6. I felt like that was going to be too high. So the people that wanted Witherspoon, I think they're kind of crazy for that. No, thank you. I was happy we didn't get him. The Seahawks drafted him right before us.
Seahawks drafted him.
So, but I was a little like, oh wow, I was not expecting that at 12. But the more you dive into it and that player and you watch his shit, it's like, damn, this guy is more than a running back. You really shouldn't even call him a running back. You should call him like the flex, because he's gonna play slot. He's gonna be in the pass game. He's really very dynamic. And then
that's why like John Robinson said that same thing. Like as a running back, you have to be players. You have to play slot nowadays. Like you have to be able to catch off the top.
Because people don't give a shit about running back anymore for some reason. Like it's just not valued the way it used to be. And then with our second pick at 18, we pick Jack Campbell out of Iowa, who a couple weeks ago, when I looked at all the linebacker prospects, because I knew we need a linebacker, he was the guy I wanted. And so I was super pumped about that. I see a lot of people saying that was a reach for both in the first round. I disagree. We needed those picks because we're obviously not signing Swift to long-term money. And we desperately needed a linebacker. So why not get the guys that we want as soon as we can? So I was okay with that. And then early in the second round with our third pick, we get Brian Branch, who should have been a first round pick. In fact, he was there at the draft. He showed up on the second day because it was important to him. And
that's who it was, Brian Branch.
Amazing pick. I think there you go. There's our great pick for the secondary. We didn't need to waste it at 6 or 12.
You could have, yeah, that's crazy. Your third pick technically was kind of iffy for me.
The second and third were iffy for you?
No, Sam Laporta.
Sam Laporta.
Oh,
because I like Darnell Washington better from Georgia, which Alex got in the third round. You guys drafted this guy literally beginning of the second round.
So with that, I think it's a character thing. I think it's a Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell have a certain player they're looking for to bring into that locker room, a certain mindset, a certain this or that. And I can't go deeper than that because I really don't know. That's just because I was confused by that too. I thought that's who they would go for if they're getting a tight end. So I'm hopeful for that pick. They've said that who is it? Kirk Ferentz, or however you say his name, the coach of Iowa, said that he's the greatest football player he's ever coached. So that's pretty huge. I'm hoping he can live up to it. But yes, that is one that I'm a little worried about, and I just have to assume it's based off his character. But I think if you take Brian Branch and you make him our first overall pick and bump everyone one pick back, like everyone would be talking about how great of a draft the Lions had. Simply because they drafted a running back first, people are like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I can't believe he was taken so late too for being he's the first safety off the board and he was the number one like safety and no one drafted like they drafted a ton of cornerbacks before they got
Yeah,
him.
it was weird.
It's kind of crazy.
He was supposed to be in the first round.
Pickup. Okay, then what did you think about your third round? I know Alex is excited about this one.
Oh, are you still on me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just shocked that you called this.
Oh, I did call this. In fact,
you did call this.
Not only did I call it, it's what I wanted since I watched the Tennessee-Alabama game. I wanted Hendon Hooker. And I'm so happy.
And you know what's even crazier? You called this in the correct round.
Like, yes, I said third round or later. That's when I want him. Any sooner, it would have been iffy because of the injury and everything. But third round or later, that's a fucking steal. And I stand by that. And if he becomes a starter, you bet your ass I'm getting a Hooker jersey. But here's the thing. There's no pressure for him to start because Goff he's good. He's doing good. He can handle it. So it's kind of like for once in my life, I'm confident in this quarterback room where even if our starter goes down, I think our backup can more than handle it. Where before for many years, that was never the case. It was if Stafford's down, we're fucked. If Goff is down, we're fucked. Now it's like, hell yeah, like we're still moving this train. I was super happy with Hooker.
Think about this too. Jared Goff.
You loved your Hooker?
I love
only good to the end of 2024 season.
Right. Yep.
So like in 2 years, you can be like, peace.
And after this year, quite honestly, like let's say I don't wish this at all. Obviously, I want him to tear it up. But if he has a bad year this year, it's at a point in this contract where it's very cheap to move him and move on from him. So it's literally like it's this year. But I'm not worried about that. I think Goff is going to do great for us. And I think
hold the fuck on.
What's that?
The fuck on. Last year.
Yes.
How much Goff hate did you give?
I gave a lot.
Goff hate? I had a little bit of Goff hate.
Yeah. And now you're like singing his praise.
But here's the thing. Actually, if we go back in the archives, most of my hate was actually some questionable play calling that put Goff in shitty situations.
Okay.
That I think. There were a few things that Goff did that was like, what the fuck, Goff? But honestly, he played amazing, especially in the second half. Yeah, the first half was the questionable shit, but it wasn't all on him.
Yeah.
But I think Hooker, Hooker could be our guy. I noticed today it looks like he's going to be number 12. It's a pretty big number to live up to in the NFL for more than one guy.
Aaron Rodgers.
Fuck that guy, but yes. Tom Brady, Joe Namath, more that I can't even think of off the top of my head right now.
Yeah, not more because you can't think of it more because
what'd you say? You're right, Roger Staubach was number 12. Really?
Yeah, really?
Sorry, my cat decided to turn on the sound bar.
I'm just gonna ignore the fact that you forgot about my quarterback, but it's fine.
Well, we're not on to you yet, dude.
No, my quarterback.
Terry Bradshaw?
What quarterback?
Yeah.
Well, he is a great.
He just wasn't thinking about. Anyways,
4 rings.
Let's get through the rest. Let's get the rest of the Lions draft. We keep getting distracted.
Kind of.
Well, after Hendon Hooker, it's not as sexy or exciting, but
I'm fucking dead.
But I'm very happy. I'd give this draft no less than a B++, and anywhere up to an A. Obviously, these drafts are a crapshoot. No matter where you draft, no matter who you pick, it's a gamble. So we'll see how it goes. And this draft wasn't the sexiest, but I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, I get you. Well, Alex, go ahead and finish strong, man. I know you've been dying to talk over there. I can see it all over your face. He's like ready.
Yeah.
Eager, huh?
Because
He thinks he had the best draft, I think.
I would say so. I would say so. I would say
Convince us.
so. Okay. So first off, anytime we can do anything to get under the skin of another team, I'm all for.
Is this the trade?
The trade. Let's start off in the very beginning where it all started. The trade. You trade out of 17 to 14, one above the New York Jets, who were talking about this guy that they wanted, who had inklings, who put a little watchers out on him. Maybe you shouldn't have. The Steelers jump up, trade a 4th-round pick, and get the 14th pick and take him. Like the guy, looks big as fuck. Yeah, that's all I got to say about him. Look big as fuck. And hopefully he can protect our guy who never lets the ball hit the ground.
Oh my God.
We'll see. And he looks mean. I understand that there's some things that has to be fixed with him. He's newer to the position. He's got to clean up some. He's from Georgia. So
yeah, but what was he before?
He just didn't play football for very long.
Whoa. Okay.
What? I think he's like he's just sloppy. If you watch him play, they're showing some highlights. Doesn't look the best like mechanically. He's just a big body boy who can move a little bit. Okay. Very happy with an offensive tackle though, because we need to protect our guy. Then you're like, okay, we got the first pick in the 2nd round. What do we do? We go out and grab Joey Porter Jr.
Yeah, I was
wearing number 24. Wearing number 24. Ike Taylor. Why are we mad? I'd love to know.
Because Joey Porter Jr. was on my list of I'd like to get him. So
we snagged him.
Like, fuck.
Snagged him, right?
Yeah, first pick of the 2nd round.
First pick of the 2nd round. I was afraid that they were going to trade it away. I was like, just pick Joey Porter Jr. Just do it. We need cornerback help. We've let everyone go. We've cut people. We've brought people in, but whatever, right? And I was like, beautiful. Like, let's get him. I like that pick, right? I love that pick. Then you go to the 3rd round. We're bottom half of the 3rd round. We're down there. We're doing our thing. We've got Freiermuth, but what more could you ask for than Darnell Washington? What a big boy. 6'7". Just takes a little bit of pressure off of Freiermuth. Not going to be used every play. Can have the longevity, go a little bit farther. And I just, when he hits those sled bags, it gets me going, you know? Leads
Feel
us
the tinglies and your jinglies.
Get the tinglies and the jinglies. 4th round, we don't got that. We traded that away. Okay. Come to
4th round. We don't. What's that?
4th round, we don't got that.
You had that. You had the 30th pick in the 4th round.
We didn't have a 5th round pick.
We have a 5th round pick. 5th round pick. We don't know about that.
We don't know about. We trade that one away. But the 5th, talk about beauty. Not only do we draft an offensive tackle, and his first name begins with bro. What a bro. Okay. We also go out and grab a guard from the Jets, Herbig. And who do we happen to draft? But his brother, an outside linebacker from Wisconsin. Okay. What's more magical than 2 brothers playing in the NFL on the same team? Oh, that's right. A double set of 2 brothers playing in the NFL on the same team. Okay. So
cool. Is
Derek Watt is
Derek still a part of the Steelers?
I think he's still part of the Steelers. He was on a 2-year deal, so I think his last 3-year deal or something like that. So this will be his last year, or last year was his last year. Yeah. So I think now
you just need JJ.
If we got JJ, I would piss my pants with happiness. He's still playing. Yeah, cool. He's still playing for the Steelers. So, and then like you said, a little lackluster towards the end, not as sexy. But I think that we had an amazing draft. We hit key components that we needed. I don't know who this guard is that we got from Maryland. Maybe he might be good. Maybe he might not be bad, whatever. But I think we just really hit it hard. Huh? Yeah.
I don't know who he can't be so important.
Yeah, I don't really know who he is. But if I just think we had a really amazing draft. The first 3 picks were just, beautiful. We hit a lot of key components that we need help in. We need help on the offensive line. We need help at cornerback. Not that we need help, we just need quarterbacks. We got none. We got one. And yeah, and because you happen to take one, the Lions, I really hope he does well for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I will. Other than that, I think we
Did
just
you
I
say
think we just
yeah,
had
I
a
will
really-
to me saying thank you?
Yeah, I will. And so I think other than that, we just had a beautiful draft. First draft by our new guy. So I think it was good.
Love it. And I think just for time's sake, let's pick 5 of the teams we want to talk about outside of our own teams. I think we got to talk about the Georgia Eagles or the Philadelphia Bulldogs.
Yeah, the Philadelphia Bulldogs, they were good. We gotta talk about Houston.
You got to talk about Houston.
Gotta talk about Houston.
Yep.
You gotta talk about. I don't even know who.
Well, I don't even know if we'll have 5. Maybe just do 3 and let's
Maybe
get one
just-
more.
I don't even know who else there
Because
is.
there was like no one else was
No,
decent.
I
Those
mean
ones were
the
good.
the Bears didn't do too bad.
Bears did okay.
Yeah,
Well, the problem is it just wasn't a big
All right.
it was
draft.
Well, let's talk about those.
it was a
We'll talk about certain
lackluster-
players. So let's talk
lackluster
about
draft.
players because there's ones that
Bryce-
surprised me.
Bryce
So,
Young,
Okay.
number 1 overall. We've been calling it since day one. Bryce Young, number 1 overall.
Would have been
you
weird
absolutely did.
to not have it or to have anyone else. Maybe
The
Stroud.
biggest, the biggest shock to me was, is
What?
AR-15 going to live up to the hype? I'm
We're
not
doing players
holding on.
first.
I'm going.
Right.
I'm going players.
No, we're going to
first.
players. That one was such a like ooh because out of all teams that do it, the Colts, that's not their typical style or what they do. But, like
They like
interesting,
oldies.
but I love it.
They're like old
I
men.
love it. It's good. It's good for their. I think it's good for their team because they instead of getting all these veterans in who are kind of washed up and washed out, and you got someone to kind of build around. Whether if he's going to be great or not, you'll learn in the next 2-3 years.
It's gonna take some
You
time
will.
Yeah, but the potential upside is there. Like
for sure.
physicality, ball player, he's there. But is he?
Who
your
the
man?
fuck is
They
he
gotta
throwing
see
to?
how they can perform.
Pittman?
Exactly.
Yeah, that
they got
is
a
true.
couple
They
of-
need to get him help.
yeah.
Who the
They
fuck
got
is
a
he
couple
throwing to?
decent.
mean,
What's his,
You got Taylor in the backfield just fucking.
oh my gosh, what's his
Who?
name? On there is someone they have on their team that's not bad.
Pittman.
receiver?
Pittman's not bad.
Yeah, receiver.
It is Pittman.
Pittman Jr.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
He's
Yeah.
decent, but like to me, Pittman is probably, or at least should be, a really good number 2. He shouldn't be your number 1 option.
No.
And that pick was kind of exciting. You has anything else to say on AR-15?
I just hope he does as well.
I love that the Texans moved up just to get Will Anderson.
No, I
Fuck you,
didn't. That
no.
pissed me off.
I
That
love it.
pissed
We-
me
I love
off.
we
I
know
was
that
watching
they-
the Pat McAfee
Live
live
feed.
draft show, and so and they were getting shit pretty like even faster than it was happening type of deal. And when they said that Houston had just traded up for the 3rd overall pick, I knew he was gone. I was like, oh shit, they're about to take Stroud and Anderson. Bye-bye.
Talk about way to steal the draft. Like they've done that for like
That
the last
was
4
good.
years now.
That was
Way to
good.
steal the draft. Like
What do you do with it?
you've got your
They're still not going to be great.
no, they're not gonna be great, but you're really buying all in to the coach. You're allowing this coach and GM like be like, hey, this is your fucking team. You got the next 3 years, do something. And so they're saying, okay.
It'll definitely be interesting, and I agree. I think they did win the draft. Just that move alone, that was huge.
Yeah.
It was hard. It's hard to like say that they didn't win the draft with just that move.
Yeah. Other one I thought was wild was fucking Bijan Robinson going to the Falcons.
Mhm.
They
I
didn't
did
really
not
need
see
it.
the Falcons doing that.
They
I
didn't
did.
need it. They just took it.
They
They
got
said
Cordell
"Fuck it, we're
Patterson.
in
He's
for it."
old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they
I
have
feel like
Cordell
the
Patterson. They had
Falcons
another guy.
have other areas they need to address.
They said,
and they had a
fuck
rookie
it.
last year that played for them. That did really good.
They said,
I'm
fuck it.
sorry.
And they took him because he's pretty good though.
Yeah,
He
we'll
is
see.
pretty
We'll
good.
see what happens.
Did you guys like that way that they made the play not made, but they had the players like put the hat on?
The way they had,
Yeah,
They put 'em on?
did you see that? Like basically like they had the hat ready and then they put it in front of a mirror, but then there was like a camera on the other side of the mirror, like showing you what like they're seeing.
Oh, I guess I missed that.
Yeah, so
I didn't watch
basically
the
like
draft
say
live. I watched
basically like say this is like a mirror
shows.
right here. There's like a
Uh-huh.
mirror right here. I put my hat on and I think I'm like looking at a mirror,
Yeah,
but
it's
there's a
like a
camera
two-way
behind it.
glass.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's cool.
And it was just interesting. It
I
was
wasn't
weird.
a huge fan of the hats they used this year.
They were horrible.
I thought they were ugly as shit.
The Falcons also had Tyler Ellinger. He did pretty decent for them.
Last
Mm.
Like
year.
he was a rookie last year. Like he was a rookie, and they went out and got another guy. That's why I was like surprised. I was like, no way. When they were saying that they needed them at, like they were thinking about getting them at that spot, I just thought that was a little weird because they don't have anybody. Like, who else do you fucking have? Nobody. Desmond Ritter is your quarterback, so I guess you get to load off of him. And then the fucking Eagles come in and swoop up and trade up just to get a fucking Jalen Carter. That made me mad. You want to talk about shit that pissed me off? That pissed me off.
We'll see what
I didn't
happens
want them to
though.
have anything good.
Yeah.
I agree. No, that pick has a shit ton of potential. He's going to a great system. But we'll see. There's a reason he dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Only
Only one after that really got to me. What's up? What's your question?
What the fuck are the Cardinals doing?
So today, Junior,
What the fuck are the Cardinals doing?
they're protecting their player with the offensive lineman in the
No,
first
I
round.
get that. No, I get that. I get that. I get that.
Does he get that, Justin?
I
don't
get
think he
that.
gets it.
I get it. I get it. But it just seems like they suck.
Well, they do suck. And they're gonna suck this year.
Because who did they traded out of the third spot, right?
Yes.
To get the 12th spot and then traded the 12th spot for the 6th spot?
Yes.
Okay. I just don't understand. I don't and then yeah, I don't understand.
You just hate the Cardinals. It's okay. Hey, buddy. It's okay. We understand. I love you.
I get it. I get it.
The other one that
Also,
really got me was Zay Flowers was such a dirty pickup.
That's a great pick.
I did not. I know everybody was touting Zay Flowers because of his like ability to get off like route running, get off the ball, make some plays.
he's short.
And I knew that Ohio State was better than him, but dude, that is the wide receiver nowadays. You don't need a Dez Bryant where you're a big body physical guy. Those people are playing tight end. They do all these zippy wide receivers between Tyreek Hill, Waddle. Then you have this guy. There's another dude. They're doing a lot of the smaller player guy. Oh, I thought that was dope because that adds another talent to the Baltimore Ravens, which Alex already hates, and that's more people for Lamar to throw to and more ways to piss off Alex.
OBJ, Bateman, and then now Zay Flowers. It turned from a locker room of no receivers to a locker room of maybe you've got some receivers, maybe you've got some people that he can actually throw to because Mark Andrews is already an absolute fiend.
He was his number one target already.
And so like if you can just add like Bateman is good, but he's got to stay healthy. He hasn't been able to stay healthy the 2 years being in the NFL.
OBJ has to stay healthy.
OBJ has to fucking stay. OBJ has to play. First off, forget like the OBJ has to play, and then Zay Flowers now probably use him as like a Z. So like it'll be good. I mean, good for them. I hate them. They can. He wants to throw for 6,000 yards. He'll get 3. And then, it'll be fine.
Well, speaking of teams that you love, the Cleveland Browns.
Oh my God. Dude, why did I bring them up?
With the number 111 pick, drafted an offensive tackle out of Ohio State, DeJuan Jones. Now, there's nothing that unique about this pick or interesting until you learn about why DeJuan Jones fell to 111th, because he should have been a first or second round draft pick. Did you hear about what he was telling teams, Justin?
No, but I think I can put 2 and 2 together.
It's actually nothing that bad, surprisingly, for an Ohio State player. He apparently was telling teams at like the draft or whatnot, his dream isn't to play in the NFL. His dream is to play in the NBA. And he's a big motherfucker, and I watched his basketball highlights. 327.
374, I'm sorry.
He's dunking. And like, I mean, he's like a Zion out there, basically. But like, man, you must have wanted to drop in the draft, because why would you lie? Why wouldn't you lie and just say football's my life? This is a
Football's my
dream
number
come
one.
true. Like, yeah, why would you say, this isn't really what I want to do?
Yeah, I don't really feel like this is
So
it.
dead.
How about fucking Michigan boy,
Which
Jake
one?
Moody?
Oh my God. I was so mad about that because I wanted him. Dude is the
Really?
greatest kicker in Michigan history. Damn near automatic. I think he won best kicker in the nation the last 2 years in a row.
Oh wow.
And I literally said to my other Lions fanatic, Nick, I want the Lions to take Moody. And then, like, 2 picks later, the 49ers grabbed him, which was weird because it was like, what, the third round?
It was the third round.
Yeah. And I was saying it like I'm talking future rounds. I was not expecting him to get taken in the third round. Uh, I saw a lot of people shitting on it for it being a kicker that high up. But if you look at the
Yeah.
49ers, they're a pretty fucking complete team. Like, there's not a lot of holes or things they're
You
missing.
don't
So why
need
not
much.
make sure you have a solid kicking game? Because kicking wins games.
Yes, and
So
their kicker, who was the kicker? Robbie Gold, and then he got hurt, and then
yeah, he's over.
yeah, he got hurt, and then they had a backup, and he did okay. He didn't do great.
Moody's going to be an excellent pickup for them. I hate it because they're in the NFC, but they just got better.
They're already good.
Yeah, they're already a damn good team.
You know, this is the one thing also that I took away from the draft. Every fucking war room is like it makes it's like cool, like when, like, if you're getting drafted by this team and then they get super psyched to have you. But like, what happens if you're like the fucking person that you wanted just got picked? Like, you still have to act like happy, like you got your guy.
Oh yeah, you definitely have to act like you still got your guy
You know
for
what I mean?
sure.
It's like, can you imagine being like whatever the Colts and you wanted Will Anderson and then the fucking Texans like just straight in front of you?
Yo,
Well,
what's up, Anthony Richard? We're settling for you because our guy
Yeah.
yeah, welcome to the Colts.
well, don't feel too bad if you wanted another team to take you. We didn't really want you in the first place.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
that apparently happened to, like you said, with the Jets, where the
Yeah.
Steelers moved up, took their guy, and they took some guy I think named McDonald or whatnot.
Yep.
And then they were acting like no, they were going to take McDonald the whole time, type of deal. So it's like, yeah, even
Yeah.
if your guy gets stolen, you have to act like you got who you wanted to get.
Literally, it's so funny. Like and it's like the seventh round. We fucking got our guy, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, do you even know who this fucker is?
Like, yeah, sometimes I feel like the reactions are almost like too staged,
Like what's funny is
too
like
pumped
you
up
get
because you know
Bryce,
you're on camera.
you get Bryce Young. Okay, motherfucker, there was no other person in front of you. Like, you're excited to have Bryce Young, and it's like, let's go, fuck yeah. But like,
Right.
they are very like, let's fucking go, and you're like,
Because
all
it's
right,
it's official.
yeah. You're like, all right, cool, cool, cool,
I think
cool.
that was dope.
Who
Well,
do you
good
think?
draft. I don't have much else after that. Do you guys?
Who do you think does the best overall out of
With
the
this
three
draft
quarterbacks
class.
taken? And it about the
Oh, just with the
quarterbacks in the
quarterbacks
top.
right away or long term.
We'll say in the next 3 years.
I'm gonna go with CJ Stroud because I think he has the better backing behind him, and with an organization that really is looking to uptake, and they have a good coach that they just brought in. I don't really care for the coach with the Colts don't even really have a coach right now, or do they hire somebody?
They
Did they
hired the
hire that
Eagles offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be dope. A similar guy to Jalen Hurts, just a little
Yep.
bit bigger, and I think that's good. I mean, that's good, but I think immediately, like in the next 2 to 3 years, I think it's gonna be CJ Stroud.
He's 6'4".
I'm actually going to agree with you on that. I think so too. I think even though the uh, Panthers got Stroud some weapons this offseason to help right away, I just don't think they're that good of a team still, and I don't really believe in Frank Wright as a head coach.
Coach.
Yeah, head coach for the Carolina.
Yeah, he's their coach.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's getting these jobs based off of Doug Peterson tearing it up in Philly, and because we saw Frank Reich in Indy with multiple QBs, and it's including Carson Wentz. So it's just like, and it's just like, I think Doug Peterson helped you get to this point, and there's nothing wrong with that, but like, I just don't trust that.
Thanks for agreeing with me, Chris.
Yeah, I think Stroud's just in the right position. I think their coaching hire was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Will Anderson on the defense, and they're in a shit division, so it's going to be easy for them to make to be
They're not
good.
in a full shit division.
They're
Oh
in a
my God,
full
the
shit
AFC South
division.
just sucks.
The
Who?
Colts, the Titans, the Jags.
Okay, the Jags
The
are not
Jags are
shit.
only
The
good
Jags
team.
will be
They're
their toughest competition.
opponent.
The Jags are the only competition.
Exactly. So
they'll
in a
always play
division,
good
if you're only worried about
South
one
team.
team and that one team isn't even that great anyway, like they're good.
It's up.
They went to the playoffs because they're in a shit division though. Like you got to feel pretty good about that,
Yeah,
The
I'm gonna
AFC
go.
and the NFC South are super similar with each other.
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna go opposite. I'm gonna go Bryce Young. I like Bryce Young. I think the Panthers are trying to win.
Okay, well here's my question then. Are we saying this on an individual basis or a team basis?
I'm gonna
I said
say,
team because that's success. The Eagles a team success. You are
yeah,
more successful when you're
I'm saying like, I guess, stats. We'll go stats because I guess that's like
So individual.
kind of, but you still need your receivers to catch balls. You still need your offensive, even if you have good, like you could have horrible, like look at Lamar, right? Had not the best stats this last year, but that's because his team sucked.
he was injured for half of it.
True.
But I mean,
Injuries.
even for those like games, he didn't have the best stats.
You're
He also
confusing everybody.
he was
Podcast.
also
Me
he
and
was
Chris don't know
also
what to believe you.
he was also throwing to nobody besides Mark Anderson.
Okay, get off
Mark
of this topic.
Anderson,
Go back
Mark
to the real one.
Anderson.
Jesus,
It's
how
fucking
about this? Stop.
10:30.
Shut your
It's
mouth.
10:30
Is it
over
a
here.
team thing or is it an individual team? And you're saying the individual does rely on the team. So if you're saying
No,
team wise,
I'm talking
or you're
stats.
saying
I'm talking
individual,
stats. I'm not talking record. I'm talking stats.
Okay, if you're
I'm
talking
still saying the
stats
same
in the
person
next
because
3 years, I could see
Anthony Richardson.
honestly, yeah, I
Oh
could actually
wow,
see
Richardson. Yeah,
because he's gonna have to
that's
run it a lot
fucking
too. So
run
he
it
might
and
be like a Justin Fields next year.
Chicago. Or we're gonna do Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson's. Yeah,
AR-15, Anthony, the Indy AR-15.
the Indianapolis AR-15s. Okay.
That's very aggressive.
Oh man.
Oh wait, okay. So you guys know I love like clothes and fashion shows. Can I actually show you these shoes I bought specifically for my Cowboys
Let's
uniforms
see
this
it.
year?
Oh shit. Bring him out. I
Let's
swear if there's a
bring him.
fucking star.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
No. They're just dope Air Forces. But I
Okay.
bought them with the intent that they literally are like
Oh
a
my
cowboy
God.
gray swoop.
That's pretty spot on, yeah.
Those are
That was like
cowboy
made that
shoes.
was meant to be like a cowboy shoe.
100%.
Shoe, 100%. Just cop these
Those are
bad
dope.
boys. Still smell so good.
Those are cool. Those
But
are
yeah,
cool.
I saw those
Did
and I
they
said, yo, those are cowboy colors.
did they come to Seattle at all this year?
You know what? My phone's currently updating its new update from Apple.
I
So
got
I'm
that
not
too.
sure,
I
but
denied it.
I think they do.
Oh,
I
are the schedules out yet?
No, but like
No.
the teams that you're going to
It
play
tells you who's home.
is
That's
out
right.
there.
That's right.
It's just
That's
the
right.
order and everything isn't.
Yeah. Well, boys, anything
Um,
else left? It's fucking 10:30
the
because Chris has kept
2023.
us waiting.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
My
It's just late. It's just late for
side
me.
hustle work took longer than expected.
Oh, it's okay. It's just late for me.
I understand.
It's
I'm sorry.
just late for me. So when I start talking nonsense after 10, it's because it's late.
They're playing the Cowboys away.
Ooh.
Oh, it's
So
already
they
been
play
determined to be away.
Eagles and the Commanders here. No, there's not scheduled like dates, but it's like
But it
where
is
they're
for
playing
sure
at.
going to be an away game.
Oh, they're playing.
But it's super cool. So for my birthday, Gabe, my other friend, he and his wife, who is my friend Vicky, she's also my friend, bought me cowboy tickets. They are both my friends, and they're my best. Like some people I've known them from high school. I would consider them some of my best friends, like you guys and them. They bought me cowboy tickets and this really cool cowboy mug that I
That's
ordered with you
dope.
last week.
Yeah, I
So
remember
I'm
that.
excited.
Did you? Is it for the Seattle game, or is it just for a random game?
Just whatever game. We don't know what
Nice.
game yet. They haven't come out with it can buy yet, but
That's
Right,
true.
right.
That's true.
let's fucking go and go see it in Jerry's World. I've never been there before. Never done that.
Oh, really? I thought you had
No,
that.
I've been to Jerry's
I've
World. I've
heard
never watched the game.
Nick went to a Cowboys Eagles game last year, and he said it was one of the coolest
But
stadiums
do
and
you know
everything.
who's going to lose, right?
What's up?
The Cowboys will lose when I'm there. That's what will happen.
Don't say that. Don't speak that.
There's
to
a
me.
decent chance of that just because they're at home, and they seem to have a better track record on the road.
Hey, listen. The Steelers
Stay
have a
positive.
pretty cushy schedule this year.
Well, yeah, because they sucked ass.
They didn't suck ass. They didn't suck ass. Okay, guys, stop.
They really made it of a winning record.
Jaguars, Titans, Colts, and Texans. And then the 49ers, Seahawks, Cardinals, and Rams.
Yeah, that's kind of bullshit.
It's kind of cushy. That means that division, if the Bengals don't fucking steamroll over these teams.
Well, here's the thing. That is a good and a bad thing for you guys. It's good because you have a real chance to have a good year, but it's bad because if you don't have a good year, there's no excuses.
Yeah.
Listen. We're gonna go 10-7.
10-7. Lock
10 and
it
7.
in.
Locking it in, baby. 10-7. I'll go right off the rip. 10-7.
Who?
Draft show prediction. Steelers 10-7.
All right.
I don't even know who you're playing at.
Yeah, I do. I just looked it up. We're playing
Lions,
the Jaguars, the Titans, the Colts, the Texans, the 49ers, Seahawks, Cardinals, and Rams. And then we play
without even looking at it, Lions 11-6.
Almost to your 12-5 that you had last.
Oh, trust me, when the season rolls around and we go through the schedule and make the picks, I probably will have something higher than 12-5.
Yeah, probably.
When I'm drinking that blue Honolulu blue Kool-Aid.
Okay, so you have two against so you have two Minnesotas, obviously. Kansas City.
Yeah, that's gonna
Chargers,
suck.
Tampa Bay, Dallas, and Baltimore. 2023
We're gonna have to
opponents.
go.
I'm not worried about Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
I'm not even really worried about the Chargers. Dallas will be hard. Chiefs will obviously be hard. What was the other one you just said? There's another
Cowboys.
decently hard one. No.
Baltimore.
Baltimore will be hard.
New Orleans.
Yeah, that won't be hard.
Seattle. Well, host.
We
division
better
rival.
beat Seattle. Like we need that as a redemption game this year.
Yeah, last year. So you said you're gonna go 10-7?
10-7.
I think the Cowboys either go 11-6 or 10-7. Just looking at our schedule, it's actually pretty freaking tough. I mean, we play some good teams. There's some teams that we play that are shitty, but the Eagles playing them twice a year is always going to be tough right now because the Eagles are good. Play the Rams. We play the Jets. We play Miami. We play Buffalo, San Francisco. We play Detroit. We play the Chargers. We play a ton of tough teams.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that is brutal. Yeah. Wait, you play the AFC? You play the entire AFC?
We play the AFC North or East. Excuse me, East. Yes.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's hard. Really hard. Yeah, we play the Patriots, Raiders, and Packers as our other three games.
We do the AFC East. We do the NFC South, and then some of the North because we have you guys.
Do you only have us though?
I think you're like the one-off. I think you're the one-off team that they're playing because we play the Packers.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, yeah. Now that there's this extra game, there's like this now one-off that
random
team. The rest of your division isn't going to go up against.
Yeah. And so we play Patriots and Raiders, which could be good, could be bad for the Raiders. And then the Packers. And the Packers are, I cannot wait to hear the pregame stuff you say about the Lions Packers games.
I'm going to be running my fucking mouth.
I know. Now who's the scariest person in your division?
Like as a threat?
Yeah. I guess the
Minnesota.
Vikings. Yeah.
But I think overall we're the scariest team in the division.
Yeah, probably the scariest team.
That's the first time I could ever fucking say that.
The Chicago Justin Fields are looking not too bad.
Chicago's on the way up too. They've been making some good moves. I really do think in a couple years, if not this year, it's going to be Detroit and Chicago at the top with Green Bay and Minnesota
making a flip
in the ass.
You think Mr. Kirk Cousins and JJ go down that far, third?
Yes. Not this year. I'm saying within the next couple years. I think they'll be in second this year behind us.
Okay, the Eagles have a decently tough schedule next year.
Yeah, they're the Super
Bowl they should.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty good. Play. Yeah. What is it? Hold on, let me go look. I was just looking at it. What, 2023, right? They obviously play all of us. But then they play basically all the same teams that we play.
Yeah, they play the same teams you guys do.
They just don't play Detroit because we played them last year.
What's it called? Guys, so we're gonna close this podcast out on this weekend in Nashville. Is the, I think, 2-day back-to-back Taylor Swift concerts at Nissan Stadium.
Yeah, I know some people going.
It is going to be hectic.
Get ready for traffic.
Have you? Okay, so I don't know if this is 100%. They're closing down roads and stuff like that.
Yep.
So I don't know if this is true, but Rosie told me about this TikTok that people are getting thrown out of stadiums for using the guys' bathrooms. Like ladies are getting thrown out of stadiums for using the guys' bathrooms.
I told you that happened at my Taylor Swift concert.
So like that's actually happening. Like
no, but I didn't see anyone get thrown out. But like the women were definitely like, "Fuck these lines."
No. I know that. So now I think like I don't know. It's from a TikTok from a. I don't know. I'm the third party source over here. I'm the third party source. They're saying that they're getting kicked out, getting their picture taken, and they're banned from the stadium for a year.
I can tell you right now that did not happen the night that I went, but I went to the very first.
That's what I'm saying. So like now
the tour.
No.
Now it could be at a point where they're like, no, we need to shut this shit down.
Well, because like can you imagine like you're just a guy and you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
That was my experience.
What the fuck is going on?
I was literally taking a piss, and when a mob of them just walked in, and it was just like, what the fuck? I think that probably goes on a stadium to stadium thing, like depending on where you're at.
And why haven't they? What's
so
crazy
like?
To me is,
do you know where this happened? Because I believe it happened, but like I'm sure it's specific to this venue.
So my thing is too is if you know that it's going to be 80-20, 70-30, right? Women to
it's
man
fucking
ratio
90-10.
90-10. Why don't you close some of the guys' bathrooms as guys' bathrooms and open them as ladies' bathrooms so that only it's a women's bathroom?
Because that's a waste. Because at least now again it changes because every venue is different. But the State Farm Arena where the Cardinals play, the men's bathroom that I went to was literally just 3 sit-down stalls and an entire wall of urinals.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So it would be a waste to shut it down and make it a women's restroom because there would still be a long ass line for it.
Yeah.
3 stalls.
Yeah.
Maybe 4.
That's crazy though. So if you're in Nashville, be careful out there. Those Swifties are crazy.
Yeah. Watch them come into your bathroom. I wanted to get a sneak.
Watch out. So on that note, I'm tired.
Me
Goodbye.
too. Good night.
Good night.